Hey everyone, good morning. It was requested that I do this video. I'm going to be talking to you today about drugstore versus high-end makeup. I feel like a lot of people can relate to what I'm going to talk about in today's video because life is getting so expensive. Every time I go to the food store, I can't even believe how much money I'm spending on food. And my husband and I don't even buy a lot of things that most people buy. When I look in people's shopping carts when I'm shopping at the food store, I see ice cream, potato chips, all that kind of stuff. And we don't buy any of that. Candy, we don't buy any junk food at all. If I want something sweet, I'll have fruit and I am I have tried to find like healthier alternatives to things like chips that are made from vegetables, but they still have the salt. And I'm trying very hard to get my blood pressure under control right now. I was supposed to be going to the doctor's today and I rescheduled my appointment just to give myself another week because I have made strides trying to get my blood pressure down, but if my blood pressure does not go down to a certain number, they're going to put me on high blood pressure medication, which everybody I know is on that now. And even the people that I know that are on it don't have normal blood pressure. So I think it just helps lower it, but it doesn't put you in the normal zone, which is what happened with my cholesterol. Um, my cholesterol was very high, and they put me on cholesterol lowering medication, and now it's within the normal range. So, of course, I made a lot of other changes too, to the way that I ate and everything to get that number to be what it is now. So I thought, well, I wonder if I can do this without the high blood pressure medication because I really don't like the idea of being on medications, and I always used to feel bad that people in my family were all taking these pills, and I thought, if they just had more willpower or whatever, then they could do it. But now I'm in that situation, and easier said than done. So there's so much hidden salt in everything. But that's not how did I get off on this tangent? I would like to do a video about this in the future about what I eat and what I don't eat and why and how I'm trying so hard to get all my numbers in check. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about drugstore versus high-end makeup. And the reason why I brought all that up about food is because the cost of everything, inflation, is so out of control now. Food is expensive. If you pay rent, your rent keeps going up and will continue to do so. And the landlords raise rent because their bills are going up because of taxes or water or whatever. So they pass that cost along to you, of course, because the whole purpose to having people pay rent is so that they can make a profit because it's a business. Incidentally, I own my home, but I don't own the land that it sits on. So I'm a homeowner, but I also pay a landlord. And so anyway, inflation, yeah. And now, of course, since I had my stroke, the insurance only pays a fraction of the medical bills, and the medical bills are from two hospitals. I've got the one that I was taken to first. That was paid quickly and easily because I was only there for literally minutes, and they just ran a couple quick tests to be sure that they knew what they were dealing with and transferred me to another hospital. The other hospital was like $55,000, and yeah, the insurance company only pays a fraction of that. So now I'm in a position where I've got all these medical bills coming in, and so I have to be very careful how much money I spend on makeup. And even before that, though, I was always very budget minded when it came to that. Now, if you go back to my channel from when I first started, which was like 3 years after YouTube started, I got sucked into the world of high end makeup. I was MAC Cosmetics' biggest fan. I was obsessed with it. I wanted to buy every piece from every collection that came out. And, after doing that for, I don't know, a couple of years, I realized that that's just crazy. I couldn't do that. But I was also buying like Urban Decay and Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and I was fascinated with the high end makeup because I feel like when you are into makeup, you just want to try everything. But I realized that I had to find good makeup that was fun, that I would enjoy, that was good quality at a lower price point. And now I realize that when you buy high end makeup, you are paying for the name and the packaging. The reason why you're paying so much is more those two things than anything else. Because most people who make makeup are using basically the same ingredients to make the makeup. So the quality of the ingredients isn't really that much different, if at all. When you buy the high end makeup, you are paying for the name Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath. You're paying for the fact that this person is a professional makeup artist, and yeah, it's just their reputation that you're paying for, and you don't have to spend that kind of money to find good makeup that will look nice, that's easy to use. It comes at all different price points. So for the last few years, hopefully you have seen on my channel all the different things that you can get at a lower price point. Now, makeup, the price point on makeup is so extreme. I mean, you have like the dollar store on one hand where everything is $1.25, and then you have department stores and Sephora where everything is super expensive, and then there's stuff like that falls in the middle of the road too. It's not high end, but it's not dollar store. Um, because even brands like Milani, which are considered drugstore makeup, can get kind of expensive, or even like NYX or any of those brands, that sort of middle of the road type drugstore brands. Speaking of Dollar Tree, I walked into my Dollar Tree the other day and couldn't believe it. They're turning my Dollar Tree into a Dollar Tree Plus. If you don't know what that is, Dollar Tree is renovating a lot of their stores and carrying $5 items. And I've also heard that some of the items will be $3.50. And they had set up a couple of shelves of $5 items, and it was nice, nice stuff. And I just looked and didn't buy anything, but definitely will keep my eyes out for some interesting things there. But they're completely redoing the store. Like they're cleaning everything, reorganizing. When they're finished, it's gonna really be something, I think. They had at least 20, 25 employees in there. They must have just pulled people from other stores, I guess. And everybody was in there just renovating my local Dollar Tree. Now, they won't be able to do that to every Dollar Tree because of space constrictions. Um, like I have another Dollar Tree that's down the street from me, but it's really small, so they won't be able to do that there. But the other one going the other direction is the one they're renovating. And I'll be curious to see if this has any effect on the makeup section, because will they be offering any $5 makeup offerings? I hope so. If you have a Dollar Tree Plus, you can let me know if that's the case. These alien earrings that I made, I lost one of them and had to go and repurchase another set of these charms because It's in my car somewhere. I spent over an hour. I heard it fall off my ear and hit something and fall when I was in my car the other day, and I spent over an hour looking for it, and I was like, I give up. I don't know where the heck it is. It's in some little crack and crevice. It's probably, you know, that space between the console and your seat. It's probably down in there somewhere where you can't shine a flashlight in there, or you can't stick your hand into the little space. But I was like, I love these earrings. I don't want to not be able to wear them. So I had to go buy a couple more of these charms. If you didn't see my video about how I make my own jewelry or my earring collection, I buy charms from Hobby Lobby and Michaels, and then I buy the top piece that you attach it to, and just take a couple pairs of needle nose pliers and open up the uh, jump rings in between and attach them. It's really fun. It's a fun hobby, and it's a lot cheaper to make your own jewelry than it is to buy it. I'm always looking for the least expensive way out. You probably get so sick of reading in the description box for my clothes, you know, time and true shirt from Walmart every single day, because when I buy clothes and I really like them, I just keep wearing them and don't have much variety with what I'm wearing. So I've been wearing like the same three shirts all summer because I love these. Um, but as far as the makeup thing goes, yeah, there are so many good brands out there. And another way that you can save a ton of money on makeup, specifically eyeshadow, is to buy pigments that I have an order coming from justpigments.com, and I bought a sample pack of their multi-chromes. And you need to check, though, to make sure that what you're buying is eye safe. And I forgot to do that before I placed the order. So they're going to be sending me 12 samples. It was $24 for 12 samples, and you just get like a teeny tiny amount, but it's enough to do your eyes maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 times with a sample. And that was another reason why I had to go to Hobby Lobby. I had to get some little tiny containers with screw tops to put the samples in, because the samples come in little plastic bags, and that's just not practical. I need to be able to dip my brush into a container and then tap off the excess on the cover. Um, but anyways, I didn't check to make sure that all 12 were eye safe, and 2 of them weren't. But that's okay, because what I'll do with those 2 is put them in a clear nail polish and make multi-chrome nail polish. So that will be fun to try too, because I've never done that with any of the pigments that I bought. And then there was one that I actually had already that will be a repeat, but that's okay, because that will make my sample even bigger if I combine the 2 together. So I can't wait to get that. Where was I going with this? Oh, money. Um, yeah, this is going to give me 12 different, basically new eyeshadows. Now they're loose, so that's why I did that video about testing Profusion um, Pigment Base eyeshadow primer, because I wanted to find something that would work really well with those. And one of you had left a comment saying, "Oh, I can't believe you're doing this video, because I found that eyeshadow primer on clearance at Walmart for $1." I was like, what? This is the best eyeshadow primer I've ever used. So if it's on clearance, that means that maybe the company's discontinuing it. I hope not. I hope that that was just a fluke, because I don't think I can order from Profusion because of the shipping. Speaking of which, I hope none of you have packages coming from UPS, because they're going on strike, I think, next week. So yeah, don't place any orders for anything that's being shipped UPS. Fortunately, my package is coming United States Post Office. Yay! Um, but yeah, so these if you order pigments But a lot of people don't like working with pigments because they can be messy. And if you're doing multi-chromes or duochromes, sometimes you have to use a black base to get the color shift to show up. So I have found that sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Like those duochrome eyeshadows that I just bought recently from LA Girl. I didn't have to use a black base with those, and I could see the color shift in the blue one anyway. Um, but yeah, so it varies with the color, with the product, whatever. But there are so many ways you can save money on makeup. So sorry I went off on so many tangents, you guys, but yeah, there's a lot of good brands out there. You don't need to buy like Dior, Chanel, Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury, just to name a few. You can get makeup that is fun to use that will look nice at all different price points. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you found this somewhat interesting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.